If you are feeling alone or lonely, you are almost definitely not as alone as you think you are. Our feelings, as you probably know, are not always the facts, but this is just a fact overall. And it's very important that you tell yourself this and that you get someone, at least one person in your life, who will remind you of that and tell you that when you especially need it the most. Another important fact, I believe, is that you realize you're not the only one experiencing these feelings or really strong thoughts that seem to be totally correct and right, and they consume us, overwhelm us. You're not the only one. It really, really does help us to realize we're not the only one going through hard feelings, hard things, struggling with things, because it kind of puts it in proportion. It brings down the magnitude of it. And then we know, oh, if we really, really get that and we think about it, we realize that there's others out there who can relate to us, who can understand us, who will not judge us, and will accept that we are struggling with that and not just shut us down. They will literally empathize. So it's really important to get that you're not the only one struggling with loneliness. It's a very common problem. I was partly inspired to do this series by Gary Rowe and have been mentored by him. So I was on one of his Zooms last week, and he touched on this. And he said that he had done a poll through email with many, many people, and it came out 80% or higher of the people said the top problem is loneliness within grief, because he is a grief expert. If you all know any better, on this channel, I talk about grief and loss. That's the focus of what I share on this video. So this is a huge issue within the realm of grief, but it's an issue, period. And you may say, well, I'm not experiencing any grief, but I am lonely. Okay, well, then watch this series just because of that. I think you'll learn some other things along the way. But it is so important to realize this is a huge problem. So if you learn to get help with this for yourself, because you're valuable, you are important, you need to get help and you need to work on this because you matter. You matter, you are important, and your mental health is important, your soul is important, your spirit is important, who you are is important. And you matter to other people. And I'm sure you probably are a blessing to many people. And so the more you get help for you, the more you can help others with this, because it is a huge issue.